Hey there, and welcome to the 3 ways to create a kick-ass business offering masterclass. I'm so glad you could join me live, and we're going to have fun today because business is hard enough. So what I'm here to do today is to just run you through the 3 ways that I work with my clients and I myself have worked through to create offerings that hit with my clients and prospective clients. And that's what I want for you, because we tend to create things and products and services and we make sure that we are productive. But is what we are producing really what's needed out there in the marketplace? Is it what your prospective client is struggling with right now? Or is it something that we think they need? And you know that saying, if you assume you make an ass out of you and me, yeah, that's sort of how it can come across sometimes when we're starting to create business offerings. When I'm talking a business offering, I'm not talking about what it is you do. I'm talking about what it is that you create within your business. What offerings do you put out there? What services do you offer? What packaging of services do you offer? And how can it help your prospective clients or those you are working with already? Is there something else out there that they need from you? So it's just after 10 now, so I will start. If you have any questions, just pop them in the chat and I will endeavour to get to them at the end of the presentation, and we can talk more about things that are on your mind when it comes to creating a kick-ass business offering. Look at my dog. Yes, he needs me to cover him up, and this is what happens when you have an office dog. 2 seconds. There you go. We have a problem, we solve it. Now, let's start with the presentation. And if you have any questions as you go through the slides, just pop them in the chat again and just put a big Q and then your question so I can find them in the chat, and then I can make sure to go back to them at the end. Right, I'm going to present my slide over here, and then I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see it. Okay, here we go. So 3 ways to create a kick-ass business offering. Now we're looking at gaining clarity in what it is you do in your business, what business offerings you can perhaps put together, or what you already have, and who needs that business offering. And really importantly, is there any gaps in the market for what you do that you might be able to become the authority in, or use that to become and make it your niche? Because ultimately, when we find a niche and when we know that we are the authority in the market, it really can make a huge difference. So let's go through here. I'm Nikola from NW Marketing, if you don't already know who I am. I've been in marketing just over 23 years now. I started in 1998, back before the internet, back before anything that was slightly electronic. But I have really enjoyed the onset of digital marketing because of the fact I can get directly to my ideal clients and I can get feedback instantly. And although the stresses of trying to create content constantly is hard, it is something that I really do appreciate, from going from not knowing what my customers wanted to knowing exactly what they wanted exactly at that time. So I've been in shopping centre marketing, and I still am, since 1998. So I've worked with so many small business retailers over that time, because of course shopping centres, especially the ones I work with, your neighbourhood centres, are full of mum and dad retailers just struggling to make things happen for their business and not having the support that they needed. So I took the knowledge I'd built up over the years, and in 2016 created NW Marketing, my own agency, to help directly with small business. So that's where I've come from, just so you know. Overwhelm, that is my nemesis in marketing for you. That is what I want to kick in the ass, because overwhelm will stop you from progressing and will stop you from becoming the best version of who you want to be in business, because you will be looking for the next shiny thing. People will have Instagram accounts you love and you want to be just like them. You will get into overwhelm trying to be everything to everyone. Now, that's what I want to stop for you. I want you to get laser focused on what it is you do, what the benefits are of that, and who needs that. And that will be what I want for you. By the end of this, you will have the tools to go and find that information and then use it to your best ability. Now, the Magnifier marketing framework is what I use when it comes to creating the coaching that I do with my clients, be it the brain dump sessions, be it the Magnifier Marketing Bootcamp, my 6-week group coaching, or my one-on-ones with clients that have come through the framework and want to start implementing what they've learned. So today you'll be going through the what section of this 5 key part framework. We'll be looking at your business offers, what makes you different, and the best ways to use this to allow you to stand out from the crowd. So that's what today will be about. I have free resources and information on all of this framework. You can head to my website, nw-marketing.com.au, or my Instagram. The bio link has it all there. So Instagram is nw_marketing. But for today, we're going to be hitting the what framework. Firstly, what? We need to know the benefits. So your business offering, what is the benefit that it provides? And when it comes to that, who is it that needs that? Who is it that needs that thing that you offer? Because of what benefit? What are they going to get? What is challenge that they have that your offering will actually provide? What will it help them with? So when I look at the first steps when it comes to the what section of the framework, we go down and we list all the benefits each product or service provides and who would need it. So you're looking at, like I said before, we put all these things together. We put heaps of products and services, and we throw them against the wall, and we just hope that they stick because we think it's what our customers want, or it's what we like to do as a business owner. And we just hope people will buy them. But you know what? We then get upset when people don't. We're like, oh my God, what I do is no good. Nobody wants it. Why am I even here? I should just go and get a job. You know that self-talk that you have in your head? Well, what I want to do is stop that for you, okay? I want to stop that because what you offer is amazing. You wouldn't be in business if you didn't think it was. So what you want to offer people is valid and it has a place out there. What you need to find is, what is it that about what it is you offer? What is it that the benefits are there for one particular niche, or is it something that you can niche your offering down and the clientele you're looking for are really wanting that? So we're taking your offer as an umbrella and then we're saying which sections of our offer can we put into offerings, into something to advertise? And if that's the case, who needs it? And why do they need it? What challenge is it? We want to really know that because that will allow you to really back what it is you're putting out there and really know who it is you're talking to and what it is that they're challenged with, so that your content will talk directly to them. So when we're going here, this is what I work through with my clients, both in one-on-ones and in group coaching. This is your business. This is your brain dump form. You can find a copy of this. Obviously, I'll have these slides available for you, but in the free ebook, 5 Ways to Reduce Marketing Overwhelm, which you can download from my website, or Insta bio link has this worksheet in it for you. This is about writing your business there, and then each feature that your business offers, and then look at what benefits do that offer provide, and who needs that type of benefit, who needs that feature. Get really clear and really specific. So you're looking at writing down what service or product, what benefit, and who needs it most. This is an important brain dump to get you clear and to really start maybe filtering out offers that you put out there because you wanted to, be like everyone else, or you wanted to make sure there was something that covered everyone. But remember, we don't want to cover everyone. We want to cover specifically in our niche or something that we can really help people with, because we don't want to confuse them with so many things that we do that they don't know really they fit. So I think that's an important starting point about listing your service, product, benefits, and who needs it most. Now, this is a really good one, and one that we forget a lot, looking for gaps in the market. So how does this work? And how can you make sure that you're actually taking the time to see if there is gaps in your market? So let me just go. All right. So is there any area in which your offering would stand out or tap into an unmet need? So when you think about this, is there something that either your competitor doesn't do? Is there something you've thought about doing because your past clients have mentioned it, asked it, or have you actually taken the time to ask your past clients? Is there something in the industry that is not already there? Is there something that my business can maybe look to put together that can help you with where you are? This is something we don't tend to ask. We tend to want to create our own without asking, or we want to be the same as everyone else to, follow market trends. Maybe there's something out there that your client needs, but they just haven't been asked. So maybe think, is there something if you're in marketing, is there something in the marketing industry for small business that's not being offered? Is there something you'd love that would help you out in business? And then they might give you a response that might trigger something or light you up into creating a new business offering that will stand out in the market. Now, this is what I'm talking about with unmet needs. They are out there, and there's a way for you to tap into them. So when you're talking to your clients, as I've written here, you have to remember that it's not just what can I do that's better. It's what is in the industry that is not meeting your needs. Is there something out there that is not helping where you are? If you're a counselor, is there something out there, a service that's not helping you? If you're, providing tutoring, is there something out there that you need for your child that's not there? If you ask, you'll be surprised at what information you can gather in such a short time that will allow you to further niche down your offering and stand out in the market. Okay, this is where I look to do a lot of this work. So in here, you're looking at your years in existence, all the normal competitor analysis stuff that you would do as a business that you should be doing when you start out, or if you're looking to create a new business offer. But down here, you'll see possible threats, which we normally do on a SWOT analysis that you've probably heard, but gaps. What gaps are there? So when you do all of this work and you find out everything about your main two competitors, what is it in their business offerings? What is it within their business structure that maybe you do something that stands out? We really need to find what that is, because that will allow you to become the authority in your niche, or to allow your content to talk to a pain point that will not be overshadowed by everyone else talking the same language. Right. Demographics. We know it's important. So what I'll do before I go there, I'll stop the share and I'll just talk to you a little bit about demographics. Now, demographics are, well, people say, yeah, Jane is 24, she does this, she does that. And, that's my demographic. Nah, it doesn't work anymore. We've got way too much information now on our customers. We can't just be so generic. So what you're looking at now is, okay, you need to make that picture, and that is very important. Are you talking to females? Are you talking to males? Are you talking to mothers? Are you talking to people with kids, without kids? All of that still forms a customer avatar. And some people have a picture they draw, some people cut out things from magazines and they make an avatar. So they're talking to a person. Now, one thing that's interesting is you can have a different avatar for different business offerings. Okay, so you don't have to have one person. You just need to have one person for each thing you're talking about if they have different pain points. Because if you're talking to one person, or again, trying to be everything to everyone, it won't allow you to really dive deep and cut through. So this is where we go to the next step of going deeper with your demographics, because your demographics are what is going to drive your business offering. Yeah, because your business offering has allowed you to find out who it is that needs it. So now you've got those people, you've created an avatar. What is it that they're really struggling with? And how can you utilize that information to then allow them to go up the customer awareness level with you? Because you'll be talking directly to where they are. And in my Magnifier marketing coaching with clients, we start with the why, which is your vision, your mission, your core values, your goals, because that will allow you to create a structure and clarity around what it is you do and why. And that will allow you to get to this section. Okay, this is what I do and why. Here are my offerings, my business offerings that are aligned with that. Now, what type of people need what it is, and what type of people are aligned with what it is I want to do? Now, when you get to the customer avatar section and you have done that, this is where you go and you find that further information that will allow you to create content that converts, because it talks exactly to where they are. So I'll share the screen again and I'll show you where and what I mean with regards to demographics. So going deeper with the demographics, usually putting together an overview is a good starting point, because we want our marketing message to know it's going to the right people. But people buy with emotion, remember, and they back it up with logic later. So don't talk to the product, don't talk to the service, don't talk to the logic, talk to the emotion. The emotion is what's going to drive them. An example I use when I worked with a tradie. Okay, so very logical type of business. But the problem is people might want a deck. Okay, you want a deck, you need a tradie, you need a carpenter. But it's not the deck they want. It's the feeling a deck gives them. Okay, so you're talking to the feeling. You're talking to the feeling that person will feel when that deck is finished and they have their family over for Christmas outside. Can you see how the advertising or the marketing or the messaging I'm going to do to enable people to, become prospects, interested in discovery calls, etc., is talking to that part of them. What is the pain or challenge that they have, and what is then going to talk to them through my messaging or my business offering? My business offering for that instance is something that we're based around outdoor entertaining summer design session. You're talking about, the outdoor areas, talking about design, you're getting them invigorated. And then your marketing will talk to and show imagery of fantastic families outside eating on their outdoor deck that looks freaking amazing, and happy families, etc., because you're talking to emotion. Yes, they will need all of the logics later, because they'll need to know it's the right price, etc., etc. But to get them interested and to get them warming up your customer awareness level, you need to start talking to the challenge. So if there's a person there that has been wanting to do the outdoor area forever and can never get around to it, and you talk to that pain point and you have a solution, a really easy solution for them to solve that problem, they'll come to you instead of someone who's talking about the product or service and not their issue. So that's where we start. So this is your customer avatar starting point. Again, here, your name, your occupation, your age, your job title, etc., etc. We all know what that looks like for a customer avatar. The other things that we need to take into account here are your goals and values, your challenges and pain points, not yours, your customer avatars, sources of information, and objections and roles. I'm going to go through these in a little bit more detail for you, and the questions you can ask yourself to see how that looks for each customer avatar that you have for your business offerings. So again, this information is in the free ebook I have on my website or my Instagram bio. It just allows you to sit down and work through this and really start to get some clarity. So let's go through and talk through these points here. So once you've got the basics in place, we're starting to now explore the inner thoughts and feelings of our customers. We're going to get a little bit deeper. So, you know how I said emotion and back it up with logic later. So we're talking directly to the emotions. And the more you know and you understand how they work, the more successful you'll have in creating content that talks to that and allows them to become a hell yes customer, which is what we all want. We don't want them to think, we don't want them to barter on price, we want them to go, hell yes, she has a solution to exactly what I need. And that clarity alone is what we're all aiming for and what this work will help you achieve. So questions to ask yourself in this aspect. What do they want to achieve with their life, with where they are? What is their dream point? What do they want to achieve in life? And secondly, what are their goals and core values? What do they stand for? And what do they want to achieve out of where or what it is their challenge point is? Like, what is it they want to achieve? And you want to know that they're aligned with what it is you do, because the work you would have done on core values, back I do with my clients in the first step, the why stage, you want to make sure you're having aligned clients, because otherwise you're just in for drama. You're in for drama clients and your energy will be sapped and you won't be happy. So this work allows you to find clients that are aligned. Now, secondly, when we put together a picture of who the perfect customer avatar is, we've got to finish it with the icing on the cake, so to speak. So how are they getting their information? Your ideal client that you have now identified, how are they getting their actual information? I mean, obviously, as I've written here, in this day and age, you'd assume it's online. It doesn't always have to be. Could be word of mouth. You need to know this. How are they getting their information? And we need to find out where they're hanging out. Are they in networking groups? Are they on Facebook groups? Are they in LinkedIn? Are they over on Instagram? Are they on YouTube? Where are they? Where are they getting their information from? Your ideal client. We need to know that information, because you know what? We need to show up where they are. Don't be doing Instagram stories and Instagram lives if they're not hanging out there or they're not there yet for you. Go to where they are. If they're in Facebook groups, go into Facebook groups. Ask if you can do masterclasses in various membership groups if your ideal client is hanging out there. Go on podcasts. Make sure that you are showing up where they are, and you only know that if you've done the work. So what sort of books do they read? Magazines? What podcasts are they listening to? This information forms part of your demographics and will really help you when you're trying to get to where they are, because you know you have a solution to what they're going through. So it's not being salesy if you have a solution. It's about knowing and making sure that they know that you know that you've got exactly what it is they need. Now, this is a good one when it comes to purchase handling objectives. So if you have, I don't know, a customer and you hear the same purchase handling, oh, no, I've got to talk to my husband. Oh, no, we're good. I've already sorted this. Or oh, just send me the information and I'll sort it out later. I'll get back to you. That means you haven't hit their challenge pain point enough. Either your marketing message is not talking directly to it, because they are not yet a hell yes. They are still having an internal conversation with themselves as to whether you are the person for them. So the other section in the Magnifier marketing framework on how, which is stage 4, we talk about the levels of customer awareness and how to move them up into being a hell yeah via your content. So your purchase handling objectives can be handled in your content. We're trying to get to them first before they become an objection handling. We want to make sure that we have answers to all of these questions. So we need to ask ourselves, what is the reason for them to stop a purchase? What would be their reason? Is it money? Is it time? Is it the fact that they're just not quite there yet? So work out ways in your content or within your discovery calls that you can hit those points before they come up. And restrictions to purchase. Do they have a husband or a partner that they need to run it by? Do they have to finish some sort of program they're in already? Is there a way you can work that before it becomes a bigger issue and make sure that their fears are allayed? So if they're doing something now, can they sign up with you in 2 months' time when it's finished? Yeah, so you're already figuring out ways to address those purchase handling objections. So finally, again, like I said before, what role do they play in the purchase process? So are they the main one? They make the decision? Or is it part of a bigger group? Is it a company? Is it a business? Do they have a CEO? Does it have to go through 5 levels of hierarchy? You need to know all this so you know who you're talking to, or that you're talking to the right person. Because there's no point having all these discussions with people if they're not even the decision maker. So make sure you know all this information and you make sure that you hit these problems first before they become in discovery calls or in your DMs. Now, don't try to tell the customer what he wants. I love this. If you want to be smart in the shower. Then get out, go to work and serve the customer. It's not about what you want, okay? It's about what your customer needs and how you are the bridge. Here's your product. Here's their problem, okay? How are you the bridge? How are you going to get your solution to them? And how are you going to make their pain point into a dream point? And then your whole content strategy will be based around warming them up, building them up to make sure they know they have a problem, they know there's a solution, that you work them all the way up to when they are a hell yes, they know you enough, they know you understand them enough, and they know you have a solution that will help them get from where they are to where they want to be. Now, I'm going to give you a reference. I'd love you to read Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. This is Audible or hard copy or paperback. It talks about using screen script, like screenwriting, screenplay, how there's a person who has a problem, and then there's usually a best friend or someone who's a guide to help them. And they usually have a place that they want to get to. And there's usually an obstacle, isn't there? And they navigate their way through it. There's normally an outcome, good or bad, if they don't solve their problem. And what we need to do is work out how we talk in our content so that we can guide our clients to where they ultimately get their happy ending. And I mean that in regards to their challenge points are hit and they can see a light. They get to where they can actually see something happening. And that's what I want for you in your content and for you to be able to put together something along those lines. All right, summary. We went step by step through the best way to identify what it is you do and who needs it. So we talked about know the benefits your offer provides. So we list all the benefits and who needs it. So starting point and getting clear. Make sure that what you're putting out there actually is relevant to what is needed. Then we look for the gaps in the market. Who's doing similar work to you? Is there any area where your offering would stand out? Or tap into an unmet need that exists. So talking to clients, is there something in the industry that's not currently happening that I could maybe look at helping? Now, then we go deeper with the demographics. So people buy an emotion, back it up later. How does your business offering talk directly to them, to where they are now, currently in life? And how does it help them get from where they are to where they want to be? That's the best thing. So hopefully now, from those 3 ways, can you see how you can create a kick-ass business offering that will ultimately help your clients achieve what they want to achieve and allow you to become an authority in your market with what it is you do without trying to be everything to everyone? Now, that is what it's all about. And that is what will give you clarity and will reduce your overwhelm. Because when we get into business, we do it because we love what we do and we feel there's a need for it. We just need to tweak it. So when you're in early stage small biz within the first 1 to 3 years, or you're a solopreneur trying to wear all the different hats, we tend to put off this work to the side because we're too busy setting up. websites, getting our brand photography done, doing our Instagram and Facebook and emails and lead magnets and etc. Now, they all have a place 100% in your business. But until you know exactly what it is you do, why you do those offerings and who needs it, how are you going to know what lead magnet to do? How are you going to know what type of brand look for you is what is needed, not what you want, what you think you need? It's about, in early stage business, doing the work that will last, will stand the test of time. I do this with clients that are in early stage biz. We do our 2-hour brain dumps where we do all of this one-on-one and we get clear. Okay, we go through the why, the what, the who, the how, and the where, the 5 stages of the Magnifier marketing framework. So they leave clear on why it is they do what they do, who needs it, what the solution is, and how to get that out there. Now, once you've done that, can you see how your content would flow more from a sense of authority, from a sense of being really clear on your niche, and it will talk specifically to pain points? Then can you imagine when you do your website copy, when you do your social media scheduling, when you do all of this stuff, your emails, your lead magnets, it's very clear. And I think that is missed a lot in early stage biz because we are pushed so much to create content, be seen, get done, get out there. And you know what happens? People I deal with daily as clients are stuck. They are stuck. I've done all this, but I've got crickets. There's no DMs. Nobody's even responding to me with what I'm putting out there. So what have I done wrong? And I say, there's nothing you've done wrong. It's that you haven't done the deeper work to actually get clear on what it is that you want to say. So the business offering is different to your umbrella of why you created your business. That is always important to differentiate because why you do what you do is always good. Comes from the heart, comes from the why. You are here for a reason. So what you're trying to do is just get clear on what it looks like for your business offerings and why you can talk through the customer awareness levels to get people to where they are a hell yes, and they are in your DMs and they are talking to you, but you need this clear work first. So hopefully this has given that to you. And as the masterclass, I'm going to put out a couple of offers for you in regards to the next Magnifier Marketing Bootcamp that's launching in May. There's a wait list that's now on for really for my mailing list and also for those that have worked with me in the past. So I'd love to give you access to the early bird where we'll be doing huge discounts. You get access to me one-on-one. There's lots of great reasons to join the wait list so that you'll be the first to know. So if you want to join the wait list, head to the link in my Instagram bio. It will have join wait list and that will allow you to get in on the ground level and get in with the discounts and the bonuses. So I'd love to work with you in the boot camp and get this plus the other 4 levels of the Magnifier Marketing Workshop into your business so that you can be set up for success. And secondly, the 2-hour brain dump sessions for the month of April, I've decided for those that are on the mailing list and those that are attending this masterclass have access to my discount. So I'm going to be putting out a discount. So I'll be emailing that out to you as registering to this masterclass and also to my VIP mailing list. So there's 2 ways for you to dive deep into this if it's calling to you. If you're feeling like you don't have this quite covered, then I would love to work with you to make sure that you get clarity and you can kick 2022 in the ass with some fantastic offers out there. So that is awesome. It has been amazing to have you here. When it comes to questions, probably got about 10 minutes. So let's go through. So I'll go back and have a look at questions that have come up. So yes. So do you have to have more than one customer avatar for each business offering? No, you don't. So don't get too confused. Okay. But I had a client who was a doula and she had Obviously, mums that have bubs, and that's the main demographic. But she also had a demographic for people who buy gift vouchers for doulas. So we had this conversation about, she said, well, how do I have one customer avatar when I'm talking to different people? And I said that you don't have to have one customer avatar. It's based on the business offerings that you provide. So if you only have one or two main business offerings to the same demographic, then of course you have one customer avatar. But if you're talking to different people who are at different stages of business or in different actual demographics, then yes, you will have to create one for each. And you want to be talking, when you're talking about customer avatar work, really what their pain points are, what keeps them up at night, what is it that they go to bed thinking about that they need to change in their business. So if it's different, then yeah, you need two different customer avatars, but you don't have to, of course, for each business offering if they're the same demographic. But be clear about it, really work in the challenge points. And if they are different, then you will need a different customer avatar. But once you've done this work, remember, once you've done it, it's done. It's not like social media content where you have to continually update and make sure that you're putting it out. Once you've spent the time to do this work, you will have a document that you can take to your VA, social media manager, branding manager, website designer, and you say, look, this is what I'm about. This is who my customer is. This is who I am as a business owner. This is how I want to be portrayed. And can you see how then your branding and everything that you do is a lot more aligned? Yeah, and everyone is on the same page. That's why I cannot tell you how important this work is at early stage of business before you, I shouldn't say waste, put effort into creating all of this content. And then you decide to do this work and you really then have to reinvigorate the whole lot. Another time this is actually worth doing is when you're leveling up. When you're going from one stage of business to another, then you need to sometimes reassess all of this and look at where your business offerings sit and your business as a whole, the why section of the Magnifier marketing framework, the why section of why you're in business, what your vision, what your mission is for your business and your goals. So sometimes you have to do this when you're leveling up in business. I've done that with many clients that are at a stage where they've got 10 staff and they just now want to decide, what does my business look like now? Although I now mainly focus on early stage small biz because the leveling up, that's fine. I can still do this work, but they need a lot of scaling work, a lot of processes, automation, and that's a whole nother ball game. And there's many people who do that as well. But when you're just starting out, there's only you, or you've only got, a staff or one staff or a VA, this sort of work is important and will help drive you forward. Any more? Everyone's been just listening, I think. I've got questions. Oh, when it comes to gaps in the market, you're really trying to, just asking, do you need to niche down? You do, I think, because if you're offering everything to everyone, you're diluting your whole message. So it's a bit scary though, isn't it, to niche down, especially at early stage in business, because you think all your arrows, there's going to be such a small target. But think about it as it's a massive target on a small board. So don't think about it as a small arrow on a big board, because that's what you're going to be if you're everything to everyone. So you want to make your target as small as possible. So you only need one arrow to get there. Does that make sense? Only one arrow to get there, because otherwise you're not Nike, you're not Coke. You can't be doing brand awareness campaigns trying to hit everyone. You want to make sure that you're doing direct response marketing at early stage small biz, which is, here's a solution to a problem you have. Here's my call to action. Make it very simple for people. But the more things you offer, the more diluted everything is. And people don't really know if you're for them. Because remember, we're not trying to be everything to everyone. Like, some people don't want to work with me, I imagine, because I'm not their jam. And that's fine. Everyone has someone. But I want to be as clear as possible as to who it is that I help, so that those people are clearly identified when I do my marketing. They can see themselves in what I'm saying and they can see their pain points. But can you see how hard that would be if I offered everything to everyone? My messaging would be diluted and people wouldn't know if I'm talking to them. So that's where gaps in the market, I think, come in. If you do have something that really offers something to somebody, I would definitely aim for that and make that your niche and become an authority in that niche. And then you're much more likely to grow your business and become well known for that. And then referrals come, and then it becomes that thing that we love, where you have raving fans, and you have raving fans for life. That's the ultimate goal, where people are like, oh my God, are you starting out a business? You need to see Nikola first. You need to get all that shit done because it was amazing. I mean, how good is that? That's what I want to hear from my clients when they're talking to someone else. I want to hear how they talk about me behind my back to somebody else. That's the ultimate goal, that you know that you've hit. And being everything to everyone can somehow get draining in your energy too. So just try and do this work first and appreciate which business offerings you have and who needs it, and try and niche down on the ones that are the most direct that you can actually get through. Right. Well, I think we've nearly finished. I really thank you so much, everyone, for coming on board today. And again, hit up nw-marketing.com.au for anything to do with me. Hit up Instagram, nw_marketing. I've got all my IG lives saved in there with all the topics. You'll see all of the link in the bio has a link to everything you need for me. So if you want to do this work, please hit me up, because I'm more than happy to guide you through whatever this looks like for your business. Hit me up in the DM, send me an email. But yeah, I just think it's really important. So this was a little tiny snippet of what the coaching framework looks like when you work with me. So there's lots more, and you can get an overview of that with the free ebook, 5 Key Steps to Reducing Marketing Overwhelm. And you can get that on my Instagram link bio. Download it, have a go yourself, see how the work looks. And if you need help, you know where I am. All right, guys, thank you so, so much. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see your face. So thank you, and have a wonderful weekend. And again, keep strong. Days get hard, but the more you know why you're in business, and the more you know you're providing a solution that helps people, the more you'll show up every day as your true, authentic self. And that's what I want for you. All right, from me, and look at the dog's leg. I'll see you for the next masterclass. Bye.